Good morning, guys. Okay, so it's been a lot of energy and a lot of processing that is going on right now. That's how it feels. Like, right, specifically today, it's been like feelings of gratitude mixed with grief, mixed with anger. And there's a lot of like realizations maybe that you're having, and there may be this feeling of like you're moving out of a lot of anger, a lot of fear and anxiety, and coming to this realization of kind of like who you've always been, or you're feeling more stable. Because you're coming back to more of that sense of self. And that's where we're in this space of like this catch-22, or this kind of double-edged sword feeling of like for me specifically, like I'm feeling sick, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling like this confidence, this gratitude, these parts of me that I haven't felt in a very, very long time. And at the same time realizing like what is still ahead of me, and like the life that I'm in, and how it's like it feels like there's these parts of me that I haven't been able, that I've been playing small, essentially, because I've at least I feel like I had to take, like, that's how I realized a lot of it's because I made all these sacrifices, because it's like that's the person that's how I am. It's like, but that can be like being too self-sacrificing is a problem, because the world is like, the world doesn't care. It's like you're gonna be taken advantage of in that way. And so there's a sense of grief, and it may be something different for you, but like that's just what I've been experiencing. So it's like there's this sense of grief of like, holy shit, like I could have made all these other choices, I could have done these different things, I could have made time for these things that would have brought me happiness, but they haven't, and now I'm in this situation, type of thing. So it's not that it's bad, because like I said, there's you need to give yourself so much praise for whatever realizations that you're coming to, because there's always the good and the bad. So it's like, that's what I'm also, because I'm so deep, I wish sometimes, very often, that I didn't feel so deeply. Like it's such a blessing to be able to have such a deep connection to the world, and to have understanding in the way that I do. But it's such a double-edged sword, because it's like there's so much that you just can't do anything about. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to cry, y'all. You need to cry. Crying helps your nervous system, and it helps you to release the anger and the grief too. There's also illusions being cast that are making it seem they're sending out this message like you're not courageous, and that's not true. It's just an illusion. I think that's another thing that causes us grief, is to realize that it's like we can't do anything about that. Like I don't want to make myself feel bad for the fact that the illusions have affected my life in some way or another. Like, it is what it is. I'm assuming for everyone in different ways, that's happened. So we just have to accept it, and then accept where you are again, cry, grieve, do what you need to do, and then keep going. There's definitely a note to be proud of yourself, because you've come so far and you haven't given up. And okay, that's an interesting note. They're saying, like, the fact, even if you didn't get to have or do or experience certain things at this point, like, remind yourself that you are this amazing multidimensional being, that you can adapt and cope when crazy things do happen, or you are forced, or not, I don't want to use the word forced, but you're in a circumstance that you have to adapt and make sacrifices. Be grateful that you are that resilient and that adaptable. Like, that's amazing. And I think it's just a natural part of being human is that we have to grieve in different times, because we lose things. We lose parts of ourselves sometimes in different ways. And it's almost like we have this knowing of this other place that we don't get to be in, or like this, it's almost like we have this knowing that we're supposed to be content all the time, but we're here on earth and we can't be because we're here on earth. That's how it feels to me. There is definitely some restlessness, and like your cup isn't full right now. It's like you're emotionally drained. They're saying try not to like fall into the grief, and try to focus on like I said, that being proud of yourself and how far you've come. Because there's always like this aspect of like we don't understand the why of like what, being in the circumstances that we're in, or whatever, but that comes in time. Like that will be unveiled to you at the right time. I was hoping to get some more positivity to pull us through. We got the star on the bottom. Thank you. They're reminding you to still shine regardless, and that's so beautiful, because that's going to be a gift to somebody. And you can't do anything about the people that don't like it, or, that if someone chooses to be jealous or resentful, or doesn't want to see the best in you, or whatever it is, like it is what it is. There's definitely a note to like be proud of yourself for how adaptable and resilient you are, because life, I don't know that anyone gets away from that. It's like life throwing like insane punches. It's just so crazy to have duality. It's so wild. It's so wild to be in a world that you can experience. There's infinite possibilities and there's infinite tragedies at the same time. I mean, it's so insane. So you are courageous. Everyone is. And if there's a way that you feel like you don't have courage, then just take little steps to do small things to build that courage. It's not just courage, but it's strength. That was the other thing that came to me, because someone had said something about me being courageous, and I was like, I don't really think that I'm that. I don't think that I am in a lot. I mean, I think I'm trying to come back to that of doing things that I've been so afraid to do, and that are just things that I've never done in my life. And so there's fear there, but I think that it's really just strength and resilience that like really keeps us going, because, I think we all get stuck in ruts sometimes, and it's like that. It's that pulling from that strength, that love for yourself and for whatever it is that pulls you to keep going and to keep trying and to keep pushing yourself to be courageous. All right, I'm gonna stop there. We've got the Star and the King of Swords side by side. That's a good stopping point. Love you guys. I'll leave my email if you want to book a reading with me.